So we're going to talk about a lot of girls this week. Number one is Wonder Girls, and the next girls is Steven's pick of the week. What is that, Steven?
Yes, so there are actually two more girls we're going to talk about. So you don't know which one.
Ho-ho!
Is it
Keep
the
you on your
Pleatus
toes.
girls or is it the Brave girls?
Keep it on your toes.
Well, if you know me, anything with the word brave in it, I'm down. So my second favorite song this week is by Brave Girls with their new song, High Heels.
I'm a sassy guy, I'm a sassy guy, I'm a tough guy, I'm a tough guy, I'm a pretty girl, I'm a pretty girl, I'm a foxy girl. 눈빛은 도도해, 걸음걸이 맞춰도 자신감이 넘쳐나게 표정은 아찔하게 날 바라보는 너의 숨이 넘어가 버릴게 날 사랑하게 만들 거야 드디어 너를 위한 특별한 밤 꼭 내 거로 만들 거야 사랑해 너 하나만 굽 높은 high heel 날 좀 봐요 그대가 좋아한다 해서 신었잖아요 섹시한 high heel 발도 놓쳐봐나 봐 아무거나 골라봐 널 위한 오늘 밤 비밀은 없어요 아무도 없어요 아무거나 골라봐 널 위한 오늘 밤
Brave Girl.
Brave Girls. So, if you listened to our after show that we did last week, we mentioned that we had watched some music videos and we
Yes.
were pretty disappointed.
Yes.
Brave Girls, I think, was one of the three that we watched. And
Yes.
the funny thing is, those songs seem like nines in this minefield of fives and sixes.
Yeah, so we badmouth the shit out of Gugudan, Sonamu, which we couldn't remember the name at the time,
Yeah.
and Brave Girls.
Yeah.
And not one, not two, but all three of them are on our list this week because there just wasn't anything better.
We tried.
Yeah, we tried. Now,
Tried.
Brave Girls, though, their last song was Deepened.
Yeah.
And Deepened was a Brave Sound joint, but I thought it was very interesting because it
It
was,
didn't really sound Brave Soundy.
yeah. Well, it sounded like a style that he reserved for the Electro Boys, which is usually a boy sound, but the girls were singing it, and I thought it was really cool. And they were wearing like exercise, like yogi things, and it was a very different kind of thing.
Yeah.
This song is like their attempt to go as mainstream as possible.
Yeah. So I think the kind of flavor of the month or flavor of the past few months, actually might have been a trend that has been coming for a while, but like kind of like occupation or like kind of different role.
Yeah, like every
instead of-
girl gets a different thing.
Yeah. Whereas before it would be, like very G-friendly where everyone looks the same.
Yeah.
I think nowadays with the kind of middle tier groups, they want to differentiate, right?
Yes. I mean, especially now, there's so many people, so many girls in each individual group. So everybody has like, I don't know if it's a job or, I think it's a job, right? Everybody has their
One's
own
a baseball
job.
player, someone's dressed up as a bunny.
Mechanic. One's like a costume party costumer. What's the name of that?
Like a clown, essentially, right?
Like a
birthday
clown,
party clown.
but you dress up in like a
Like a
mascot
costume.
uniform,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Not like an actual
Yeah.
clown. And so they, you kind of got me off track.
Oh,
with the
sorry,
thing.
sorry.
So this song is another Brave Sound song,
Yeah.
but it is, in the grand scheme of Brave Sound, it is not one of his best songs.
No.
It is a very, I think, middle tier Brave Sound song. We actually really thought it was very boring when we first heard it.
Yeah, when we first heard it, we were pretty sure it was Brave Sound because obviously we know it's Brave Girls, so
Yeah.
they're a part of the company. But if we didn't know the artist and we just listened to it, we were like, oh, this kind of has a Brave Sound, like kind of flair to it.
Yeah. It sounded like a B tier producer trying to ape
Yeah.
Brave Sound. That's what we said, right?
Yeah.
But we heard it a couple more times, and you can really hear the Brave Soundy parts at certain parts. But I think, 2 years ago when it was like Brave Sound City, like this one does sound, I think, different enough than a quote unquote normal Brave Sound song. I think so.
Yeah.
But
I think so too.
But I also, again, I think it's kind of a 7, right? It's a 6 or 7 on the Brave Sound scale of awesomeness.
Like if Brave Sound was making that, that album that he was talking about making a few years ago, like this song could have been on it, and we might have just passed it over.
Yeah. And we were reading on Wikipedia that so Brave Girls was a thing a while ago, and then they took like a 2-year or 2.5-year break.
For whatever reason, I'm not sure.
Well, I think they tried to be popular and they couldn't be popular, and then they lost a lot of members. And so when they came back with Deep End, most of these girls are new. They weren't part of the original lineup. But in those 2.5 years, Brave Sound, it said in Wikipedia, right? He was killing it. But he said that Brave Girls was supposed to come out with a full album, but instead of coming out that full album, he worked with AOA.
Yeah.
So that leads me to believe that maybe those 3 AOA songs could have been Brave Girl songs.
Like short hair,
mini skirt, like a cat, right?
Those could have been Brave Girl songs.
Those could have been Brave Girl songs. That boggles my fucking mind.
Yeah.
Are we happy it went to AOA? I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Are the Brave Girls happy about that?
Definitely not.
Probably
not.
Probably not. But anyways, so the song does kind of grow on us.
It did.
We listened to it again and again and again. And again, that was wading through the mediocrity of this episode where we were like, oh, this song sounds way better after listening to 25 other songs that were just not good.
Well, so we started the week, I guess, listening to this song first.
Which is rare. We don't usually... I don't usually listen to songs that early in the in the 2-week period.
Yeah. So we listened to the song and we were just like, oh, we'll just put it in the maybes. And when we were finally done listening to all the songs, we're like, let's hear that Brave Girl song again. Oh, the song's really good now.
Yeah, the song's pretty good.
Yeah, so it really benefits from, being compared to other songs that are really lackluster.
And my favorite part of this song that we've been repeating forever is they have this kind of chant. Happens at the beginning, happens at the end, where it's just
weird.
I'm a sexy girl.
Sexy girl, yeah.
I don't know if she's saying sassy.
I think it's sassy.
Or she's trying to say sexy.
I think she's trying to say sassy.
But yeah, I'm a foxy girl. It's very happy. This song is a very happy song.
Yeah.
And you know how I love happy.
And the music video is also really happy. It's got a lot of different colors, right? As I mentioned earlier.
It's very bright.
They got a lot of different kind of concepts for each member as well.
Well, the cool thing about the kind of individual jobs is that when they're separated into their individual jobs, every job has some backup dancers, right? Some of them are male, some of them are female, but they're not professional backup dancers. These look like normal actors just told to kind of dance. But it added to this sense of, funness and authenticity of just fun.
Yeah.
And I like that. And plus, there's this one dude who's fucking working that shit. He was going after it in Shorty McShort shorts.
When we first watched the scene, he pulls up in the car and you see him. He's like, oh, he's got his eyebrows bleached and he's got bleached hair. And it's like, who is this guy? He gives us a really weird vibe. And he comes out and he's short ass jean shorts, wearing heels, and he works it. Best dancer in the entire video. My God, oh geez, better than the girls.
Way better than the girls.
Way better than the girls.
Way better at acting sexy
than the girl. Yeah, he got it. He got that move.
Yeah. And so, we were talking about the outfits are kind of sexy, but I think overall it was a much more happier song as opposed to Deep End was a very sultry we're really trying to be kind of sexy in our yoga pants and white shirts.
Yeah.
This one is not.
For me, it was kind of strange. Steven and I had a little conversation about this, but for Steven, a sexy kind of song will be dictated by the choreography. But for me, I think it's obviously choreography is a huge part of it, but I think kind of skimpiness and outfits also kind of plays a part to that. And I think it was really weird to see them in sexier outfits, but a more kind of happier, cheerful song.
Yeah, no, I think it's part of it, but I think the choreography is 90% of it, and the outfit is 10%. Because it happens in the Sonamu one later, where randomly in the music video, this one girl's wearing some skimpy ass booby showing outfit. You're like, what the heck?
Right.
This happens too. The baseball outfit girl is well, I don't think it's her boobies, but the outfit she's wearing
accentuates.
Yeah.
The bosoms.
Yeah, it is very strange.
The bosoms.
But overall, it's very
I think it's tame.
happy. Yeah, it's
It's very tame.
It's nowhere close to like any AOA sexy, thing. Girls' Day, if they still even make music, whatever they be doing, all acting, I guess, But anyway, speaking of acting, nope, I couldn't think of a transition there.
Oh, I thought you had it.
I thought I had one too.
I was like, bring it home.
Well, we want to act happy. No, see,
No.
that's bad. Scratch that. Now it's when we thank you guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because you guys act grateful. Does that work? They're not acting like faking, but they do act grateful towards us.
We'll go with that one.
Yes. By helping us on Patreon.
Yeah.
We've talked about it a lot last episode, so I don't want to harp on it too much.
Yeah.
But we do want to re-mention that we have a new goal on Patreon. It's right now we're at $274. And at $300, we will record a brand new type of podcast.
Yeah.
It'll be once a month. It'll be kind of this interview series with some Korean people that Josh knows, because I don't know anybody. And I just want to talk to them. I just want to talk to them, not even only about K-pop, but just life in Korea, like the troubles that they have to go through, whether they even like K-pop or not.
All right.
I just think it'd be very interesting to at least leverage the time that we have here still to talk more about Korea. And the only way we can do that is if we can get to that goal.
Yeah. $26 away.
$26 away. So we just need, 6 more people to donate $5 more. And of course, remember, if you donate $5 or more, you can talk to us on Slack.
Yeah.
We got a lot of people who do that. And if you don't like Patreon, because it's a monthly thing, you can always donate to us directly on PayPal. The Patreon link is patreon.com/thisweekinkpop. The PayPal link is paypal.me/thisweekinkpop.
Yeah.
All links will be in the description below. Thank you, everybody who, it's been the 3rd month now since we've done it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of money. By the way, we ordered lights.
Yeah.
Still ain't fucking here, though.
It's so strange. I don't know why.
I really think it's because they had to import it from America and it's just taken forever because
Maybe.
they have to do that.
Maybe.
Because I ordered some other stuff like 4 days later and it already got here. So,
Yeah.
But we did buy lights with some of y'all's money.
Mm-hmm.
We will be upgrading our audio shit after Josh and I go to America. Or Josh goes to America and I'm going to Japan.
Right.
And on a side thing that is not associated with This Week in K-pop, I did buy this kind of selfie camera thingy mabobber.
Kind of a vlogging camera almost.
Yes.
It's basically a camera on a gimbal, if you guys are familiar with a gimbal.
Yeah.
It's like a stabilizing kind of device.
So I'm going to use it a lot when I'm in Japan, hopefully, and so I can maybe make some kind of mini travel vloggy things.
We'll see.
And if that goes well, then we can use that more and more and more to do other things. Because we've always wanted to do more personal stuff, but lugging the camera that we use here we just never did it.
And then editing time is also a really big deal too.
Yeah. But anyways, I shot a tiny 15-second kind of intro thing to the podcast. I'm going to put it on Instagram because we never put shit on Instagram.
No, not anymore.
Because this motherfucker...
It's because nobody really cares about our Instagram.
That's not true. It's because we don't put things on it, so nobody cares. Whatever. This is a Josh thing. Because I remember at least 3 separate times where you're like, oh man, I'm going to put new shit up on Instagram.
I really
it's
was.
fucking happen. Motherfucking
To be honest, I don't even update my personal Instagram all that much.
Yeah, because you're always like, so request it, okay? If you're on Slack, I know you're listening to this, remind Josh to fucking upload some shit, okay?
I mean, I got a lot of pictures.
Yeah, he takes a lot of pictures. I take 0 pictures.
I do take a lot of pictures, so.
Right? Of his beautiful face, of all the beautiful things that he eats.
They're like 90% food shots, 10% just random nature shots.
I mean, that's Instagram. That's Instagram in a nutshell, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, Instagram at This Week in K-pop. Maybe you'll see what I shot on my gimbal-y thingy.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next song.